Good morning, students. I hope you all are doing your works properly. So, we have almost completed our portion. Only this part is left, that is vowels or verbal nouns. So, as I told you all that this chapter we will learn in a very simple manner, in a very simple way, and I hope today's discussion will definitely help you to form your concept regarding this. Now, we have three vowels. We have three vowel nouns. They are gerunds, infinitives and participles. Now, why are they called vowel nouns? Because their base form is from verb. Okay, they are formed from verb, but they do not act or work or function as verb. Rather, they function as noun. That is why they are called verbal nouns. Okay. Now, gerund, infinitives and participles. For this, the words we will be using, they are actually based or formed from verb form, but they act as noun or adjective or adverb, but they do not act as verb. Okay. Now, these three vowels are gerunds, infinitives and participles. Now, we will discuss first gerunds. Now, gerunds generally gerund ends in ing and functions as noun. Okay. And this usage of noun can be, means the way they can be subject of a verb, they can be object of a verb, they can be complement, subject complement, or they can be used as compound noun, and they can be object of a preposition. Like I told, there will be ing with the word. Okay, so with the word, but it will act as noun. Now, for the first example, if we consider, if we place it at the very beginning of the sentence, like sleeping is necessary to life. Now, what is necessary to life? That is sleeping. That means it's subject of the verb is. Okay, and we have added ing with the word sleeping, and the word sleep, it's actually verb, but with this we have added ing and it has become gerund. Now, for the next example, if we consider it as object of a verb, like we enjoyed cycling. So, cycling is the object of the verb enjoyed. So, it is also example of gerund where it is used as object of a verb. Now, next one, as a compound noun or complement, like it looks like a walking shadow. A shadow that is walking, we have made it compound noun. Okay, walking shadow. It looks like a walking shadow. Okay. Now, object of a preposition. He is fond of reading. Okay. So, read, this word reading, it is actually, the word read is obviously verb, but here we have added ing, reading, and it is object of a preposition because just he is fond of what? The answer comes reading. So, it is object of a preposition. I hope you all understood. Now, you will get functions and all detail in your book. You can go through that. But this one compact study material which I am providing today, which is provided to you by me today, I think it will help you to form your basic knowledge. Base concept will be definitely formed with this, with the help of this. So, you need to go through this. I think it's that's why it is composed in a very simple manner, so that you all can get it clearly. Now, let us focus on infinitives. Infinitives are obviously formed from verb, and it does not work, it does not do the function of a verb. Rather, it acts as a noun, adjective or adverb. And in this particular case, infinitives are actually of two types. First is actually made up of two words, that is to plus the base form of the verb. Okay, like the word sleeping. If it were in infinitive, it would have been to sleep. Okay, so in this way only. Walking, it would have been to walk, like this. So to plus base form of verb when it is infinitive, and when infinitive is in its bare form, then we will not find to along with it. But here it means in certain case of perception, a verb of perception, they are generally used as single entity and we do not add to over there. Such the words like hear, see, feel, watch, bid, make, let, notice, help. So these are the examples. You can get lot many examples in your book which you need to remember, you need to learn by heart, you need to memorize. Now, to jump is fun. Again, subject of the verb is, and here to jump, it works as noun. As I told, infinitive may work as noun or adjective or adverb. So if we need to take an example of infinitive where it works as a noun. Now to jump is fun because here it works, it does the work of the subject of the verb is, as well as we find to plus base form of verb, that is jump. So to jump is fun. If we have to take an adjective example from an example where infinitives work as an adjective, that is when there is injustice we must have the courage to fight. Okay, so here to fight qualifies noun, qualifies the noun courage. Okay, so we must have courage of doing what? That is to fight. So here when there is injustice we must have the courage to fight. To fight again infinitive and it works as an adjective. Now next one, he called to warn her. Okay, and as means he called to warn her. Now to warn is actually working as a modifier of the verb call, and here we find it as adverb. I hope you all understood. Now the next verbal, that is participle. Participle, and there you may get confused with gerund and present participle. Participles are of two types. First is present participle and next is past participle. In case of forming present participle, we place ing with the base form of verb. Now here also in present participle base form of verb plus ing. In case of gerund also base form of verb and ing. Now you may get confused about both of these. We will go to that part afterwards. First we need to learn about participle. Now how to form participle. In case of present participle we place ing with the base form of verb, and there it works, means partly, and participle obviously they are formed from verb and partly it can work as a verb as well as an adjective, and it ends in ing when it is present participle. And in case of past participle it ends with ed, d, t, en, n, and it can function as adjective or describing or modifying of nouns. Now the first example, the dancing parrot entertained the crowd. Okay, the dancing parrots entertain the crowd. So dancing, we have used present participle, and here it does the work of an adjective, means it says something about the parrots, so it's obviously adjective, and here it's participle. Now she saw a blooming flower, blooming participle. Now as I told you sometime, yes, now if we need to, I hope you all understood participle, infinitive and gerund. Okay, you need to go through the study material once again by your own self so that you all can get it clearly. Now if we need to compare gerund and infinitives, suppose gerunds, if the word in gerund is swimming, in infinitives it will be to swim. It's hoping, if in gerund it will be to hope. Telling, to tell. Eating, to eat. Dreaming, to dream. So I hope you all understood this. Now certain things are there where we need to be very much careful. As I told at the very first, at the introduction of participle only, that we need there you may get confused with present participle and gerund. Okay, you may get confused with present participle and gerund. Now both of them are the ing form of verb, but there is one single basic difference, that present participle, it does the work of an adjective, while gerund does the work of a noun. This is the basic difference. Present participle will work as an adjective, as we found that the dancing parrots entertained the crowd. Here dancing parrot, adjective, where in case of gerund, the same ing word will work as a noun. As for example, you can take, have you seen a dancing parrot? Dancing parrot, that is present participle, because it dancing, the very word works here as an adjective. Now in case of the same word dancing, we can use in a different way in case of gerund, like I like parrots dancing. Okay, I like parrots dancing. Here this ing serves as a gerund. I hope you all understood. Now the best thing, the most important thing, or if we need to understand participle, gerund and infinitive in one or two sentences, the very basic thing you need to remember, you need to learn, in order to make your concept clear, that is, we need to remember gerunds are words that are formed from verbs and used as nouns and always ending in ing, while participles are words created from verbs that can be used as adjective or adverbial, that can be used as adjectives and nouns as well, and also ending in ing. Okay, it does the work of an adjective and it ends in ing. And infinitives are verbs that take the simple tense and follow the preposition to in case of bare infinitive, and except bare infinitives, and in case of bare infinitives, then this particular to, it remain omitted. I hope all of you have understood now. Now what you need to do is, you need to do the worksheet by your own self, and the answers will be provided on the next class. Because in this class I will not provide, because I want all of you to go through this study material very minutely, as well as your textbook. It will definitely help you to form your concept. I want your concept to be very clear. So by this particular, and those exercises we will do as a revision work in your textbook. All the exercises we may not follow, whichever will be important, whichever I feel important, those only we will be concentrating, and except those we will try to not miss. All will not cover, that is the thing. Whichever will be required, we will be practicing that, those things. I hope today we have completed this part, and by this we have completed our portion also, and we have plenty amount of time on our end, and we will definitely do all these revision works and all. And what you need to practice more is, that is voice change, that active, passive and tense part you need to do with much attention. Keep on practicing. You will get number of practice worksheets, practice set in your textbook only, in your grammar book. Keep on doing them. It will be I will be definitely discussing those worksheets tomorrow onwards in our next classes. So I hope you all will do this. Thank you this much for today. Thank you. Have a nice day.